We go. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in our next business boot camp and new member orientation. We'll go ahead and get started today. We'll have a special presentation by Becky Calloway, and she'll be talking all about how to capitalize during the holiday season that's coming up. So, with everything that COVID has brought, we will definitely need to learn how to sell now that the holidays are approaching. So Becky will talk all about that, and just a special shout out again to our friends at Comerica Bank for helping us put on this special webinar this morning. As you may already know and noticed in your screen, the session today is being recorded. So if you didn't catch a moment of this presentation today, we'll go ahead and send that over to you all. And really briefly, if you have any mics through your computer or through your cell phone, that if you're listening in, just make sure to mute them out of respect for our speaker today and for everyone else who's joining. And then you'll receive the recording and the slides of the presentation as well in our post-event email, and you'll also receive a little survey. Just make sure you complete that. Let us know your feedback. We welcome any and all feedback. But with that, we'll go ahead and let Becky take it from here. I'll let her introduce herself and kick off the presentation today. So let me stop sharing my screen, and you could go ahead and take it away. Thank you, Becky.
All right, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good.
So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you here so we can get the PowerPoint up. Make it so you can see it here. Everybody see it okay? All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. So a little bit about me, Rebecca Calloway. I've been selling online for about 2.5 years. I really started back in high school just selling candy, selling cell phones, anything I could get my hands on at that point and sell on Craigslist, or I even started my eBay account back in high school as well. And then I went to college and, got into the work grind and all of that stuff. And then finally, when I graduated college in 2017, I got back into the online space and tried out Shopify, which is where you make your own website and basically have your own brand. And then I realized that there was a lot of money going into advertising and into creating fresh customers. So I started branching out and looking on Instagram for different things that people were doing to create multiple streams online. And I got back into selling on eBay and getting my feet wet again, doing larger shipments and things like that, which led me to see different people on Instagram that were selling on Amazon. And that was like, that changed everything. So a couple $100,000 later on Amazon, as you can see at the bottom, done over 5,000 units, which this is just the beginning. I see people 5, 7, 11 years into the business and they're doing millions of dollars every single month. So it's limitless. There's no cap. That's what I loved about it. So what we're going to talk about is how to prepare your stores for the holiday season and the products that you're going to want to focus on, especially with COVID, especially, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, everything coming up. I'm even going to give you guys a little tip that I paid $100 to learn, just something small, but could really break you into a whole new aspect of big brands that you could be selling on Amazon or your own store, things like that. How to market those products and stand out from the millions of other people selling online so that people buy from you and trust you, and how you can do all this working your job or your main business or whatever you do to create your full-time income if it's not selling online. and then we'll answer some questions at the end. We'll leave like 20 minutes at the end. You guys can ask me anything. Doesn't have to be about the holidays. It could be, you know, how do I know this is a good product to sell? How do I know how much my net income is going to be? How do I know what my ROI is going to be? You know, all of those things. So there's many ways to sell online, but like I was saying, Amazon is really, let me turn my pointer on here. Amazon, as you can see here, is taking most of the market space. You can also sell on Walmart, you know, Home Depot, Wayfair, all of these other things, but you can see the difference in how much Amazon is doing. Of course, you know, they're like trillion-dollar company. They own the space. So however you're selling, make sure you're on Amazon. So I'm going to cover a lot of Amazon stuff today because that's where I mainly sell, but I'll also be talking about your own website as well. So just a couple other things you could see, BigCommerce, I believe, or WooCommerce down here, you can make your website for free. Amazon, you can start your account for free if you haven't already, and then switch to a professional account. There's Shopify, like I was saying, where you can make your own website, just like with Woo and BigCommerce, where you basically have your own brand. Oops, sorry, I'm skipping ahead here. All right, so preparing your Amazon store. You want to know the dates coming up. November 1st is your last day to get all of your products sent into Amazon fulfillment centers to be in stock for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So FBA, that's fulfilled by Amazon, that means that you're sending all of your products into an Amazon fulfillment center. And when a customer buys something from Amazon.com, it's coming from their fulfillment center. So that's how it's possible for it to be Prime and show up same day or next day, because they got different fulfillment centers all around the country. So if you're in Arizona, Phoenix, you know, they have probably 3 or 4 of them out here where they're making sure they're in stock and they're able to deliver it to you right away. There's also FBM, where you can fulfill by merchant, which you are the merchant, and you can fulfill your own products. But either way, you want to know that you want to have product ready to be shipped for Black Friday and Cyber Monday by November 1st, which is coming up pretty fast here in 10, 11 days. So you want to start sourcing. November 30th is the last day to ship for remaining December holidays and going into after Christmas sales. So I would note those 2 dates down in your planner. You want to know what keywords people are searching for. Just as an example, Christmas gifts. People, now that they have to shop online because they don't want to wear their mask, they don't want to go to the store and be touching everything everybody else is touching. More people, 10,000 more searches every day for Christmas gifts than last year. So every year, obviously, online sales are getting bigger, more retail stores are closing, but with COVID, it's just times 10. So you can look on Google Trends and Helium 10. I'll talk a little bit more about this going forward, but those are a couple of tools that you can see all of these different keyword searches and implement those into your listings, your advertisements. Even if you have your own company and you're selling your products on your own website, that's so important to know what people are searching and jump in and take your piece of the pie of that. You also want to focus on clearing out your long-term storage items, which are items that will be in Amazon fulfillment centers for more than 12 months. You're going to get very big fees for them having to store the products when they're trying to stay in stock, hire more people, open more fulfillment centers, and fulfill all of the orders that have come in since COVID have started. So they're just hiking up the fees. They're putting more limits on you. They want to make sure that they're keeping in fresh items that people are ordering consistently and they can clear it out fast and bring in the next thing. So you also want to start your PPC campaigns. so that you can get your data rolling and get into the algorithm so that you can be putting your listings up higher so that when people search on Amazon, you can be a bestseller. You can be on the first page. You can have discounts and coupons and everything showing on your items. So PPC, that stands for pay per click campaigns. Just an example, I run a 2-cent campaign on Amazon. And, you know, during the questions, you can ask me how to do that. But I pay 20 cents and I've generated almost $1,000 from just running 20 cents a day campaigns. So it does not take that much money to advertise your products or to create a little bit more awareness. So that's for your Amazon store. As far as your own website, say you have your own website that you made through Shopify or any other platform, you want to make changes and updates right now. And you want to make it known when your customers are on your Facebook, your Instagram. Hey, there's new updates, there's new sales, whatever is going to entice them to go to the website, and put some holiday stuff on there, put some Halloween stuff on there so that they know that you're active on your website. They can trust you. You know, put little badges that you accept PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, anything that's going to create that trust between you and the customer so they know that you're a legit website and that they're actually going to get their products and their information will be safe and everything like that. And creating updates and changes could cause downtime and traffic issues, especially if your advertisements are good and you're getting way more traffic than you're used to and you're not set up that way. You don't want to be down and lose trust, you know, in your customer base, like I was saying. Throw up some fun holiday stuff to keep people engaged. When you go to Google, I'm sure everybody notices that they changed the Google wording and the lettering. It just adds a little bit of fun and gets people actually, you know, interested in what's going to be next when they look at your website. So as far as upselling, you want to create your website to be more niche. I started off on Shopify and I had everything, just general merchandise. If you can hone in and keep your website down to a certain niche, say fishing gear, when they go to your website, you're going to be able to have an easier time upselling them on fishing gear because that's what they came for. So they're going on a fishing trip, they buy a pole, they're going to check out, and all of a sudden in the cart, hey, are you sure you don't want bait? Are you sure you don't want boots? Are you sure you know, it's easier to upsell them when you can focus on what they're doing. Oh, I actually don't have my boots for this trip. But if you had have advertised melatonin to them, they're going to fall asleep on the boat, you know? So you want to keep a niche on your website to keep people focused and easier to upsell. You also want to let them know, place your orders by this date and I can have your products to your family, to you, to your home by Christmas, by Black Friday, by whatever, you know, big holiday is coming up. Let them know when to have shopped by and it'll create more urgency. And you also want to create urgency in your emails and know that every email you have is basically worth more than the money you're making. Because when you can send follow-up emails, coupons, like think about all the coupons you get from Macy's, 30% off shoes. Oh, you know, I got a wedding coming up. I'm going to use this coupon. I'm going to go to this place. So you're going to be able to create repeat customers through the emails, and you can automate that and keep it easier for you so that you don't have to be sending them out manually. There's lots of different things. I think my favorite is Constant Contact, if you guys want to write that down. So right now you want to be focusing, like I said, November 1st, you want to have your inventory to be able to ship for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So right now is the time to be reaching out to suppliers. It's a little late. Yesterday you wanted to be reaching out to suppliers so that you can be getting their wholesale lists and emails and manifest anything that they send out so that you can have that product ready to ship into Amazon, ready to ship from your fulfillment center, ready to drop ship from their fulfillment center. There's many different ways, but you want to start focusing on what inventory you're going to have for the holidays. Look at, if you are already selling online, look at your past sales and pick those top sellers and actually ramp up on that inventory. Make sure you're in stock. If you know, just melatonin example for this scenario, if you know these are selling 1,000 times every month, you might want to grab 2,000, 2,500, because once you get to the holiday season, most people do as much in sales as they've done the whole year just in the fourth quarter. They call it Q4. And that's when you want to start going all in to end the game winning, you know? And when you're testing new products with Amazon, with your own website, we call it going wide and not going deep. And that just means you're going to pick a bunch of different items to sell, but you're not going to buy 10,000 units. If it's a new product, you think it's going to go good, but you don't know for sure, pick a few different things and buy 20 units, maybe 50 units, but you want to do your product research and see how fast you're going to sell and what your thresholds are and everything like that. But when you're starting a new product, especially right now during the holidays, you don't want to be testing a bunch of stuff. You want to stick with your top sellers. Anything you think is going to be hot, go wide, don't go too deep. Maybe $1,200 on each SKU. I'm sorry, leaning on the keyboard here. All right, so while you're out shopping for family and getting your own Christmas presents, there's brickseek.com that will show you the clearance and the sales at the stores that you already go to. And they'll tell you how many are in stock. There's nothing wrong with going to another retailer and finding that you can get 50% off, even 20% off, and buy as many as you can to sell on Amazon. We call that arbitrage. You can do online arbitrage. You can do retail arbitrage. And arbitrage is just finding something lower and selling it higher and keeping what's in between, basically. So brickseek.com is a great resource to be able to see what is on clearance at a store you're already going to. And then you could cover the cost of what you're spending at that store with the items that you purchase to invest in your business. You also want to pay attention to, like I said, email coupons and deals. Retail Me Not. You don't even need the email anymore. All you got to do is go on that website and they have all the codes you need. If you download Retail Me Not as a Chrome extension, I don't have Apple, but I know as under Chrome, you can have Rakuten, Retail Me Not, Qpert, and they will automatically run all of the coupon codes in your cart as you're checking out. So when you're doing online arbitrage, say, I keep going back to this, you're on Target. You find this, you have a Target gift card, you got a Target coupon, you got a red card, extra 5% off, you got free shipping, all of these different things. You're grabbing as many as you can to stock up your website. Like Summer was saying before the call, she was looking for an ornament, but she can't find it anywhere, and it's still not even Halloween. That's because there's probably sellers like me in the stores, online, knowing that this is going to be a hot product. It may even increase in price, especially if it's out of stock, and we're grabbing them and putting them in online stores. And you don't want to miss out on cashback. Cashback is so big with credit cards, even debit cards now. And Rakuten, that should always be running in your Chrome extensions to be giving you cash back, sometimes up to 10, 30% off. Most of the time, like 2 to 5%, but it adds up. If you're online spending thousands of dollars, you want to use your credit card, you want to have Rakuten going, you're just double dipping on your cash back here. And if you have a credit card that gets cash back, you can also register it with your PayPal card that gives you another 2%. So you're getting 2% on PayPal that you registered your credit card on that gives you another 3% maybe. And then you're getting another 4% on Rakuten, plus you're already profiting, you know? So just triple dipping wherever you can. These are the items that I like to focus on to sell during the holidays. I put groceries right up top because with COVID, man, do you guys remember going to the grocery store and there were no canned goods, no toilet paper, no paper towels, no rubbing alcohol, no hand sanitizer, you know, all of those different things people are going online for, you know, and suppliers are in stock. Hospitals are stocked, you know, I'm talking about PPP now, but it all ties together. Everything that was out of stock during COVID, people are looking for online. And you can take your little piece of the pie, even if there is a grocery item, say a can of soup that you can make $1 on, but you're selling it 500 times a month, then find all the cans of soup that are hot and you got $500 per can of soup. You know, take a 50-cent can of soup and make $1 million out of it, you know, $100,000, whatever you want to do. It's all about you. You can, there's nobody saying Jeff Bezos is not going to come and say, hey, you made too much money for us, for you, you know. So groceries is awesome. And you want to focus on, if it's perishable, getting expiration dates far out. Because if you're selling on Amazon, you're not going to be able to send in a product that has an expiration date within a few months. You know, so you want to be looking at that. But groceries is an awesome category to be selling in right now. Also, baby categories. Because I'm a new mom, and I know I don't want to go to this store or take my baby to the store, touch everything, come back, my fingers are in her mouth, you know. New parents, or if you're going to a shower, anything, like baby is just gold, gold. Anything baby. Pacifiers. I just sold a bunch of little baby teething rings that you would think they were worth nothing, you know, but people are buying that stuff. Baby, baby, baby. Kids, babies, toys, games, video games, puzzles. People are at home. Puzzles went through the roof. So as far as things that are keeping people in the house and entertained, you want to focus on exercising. If you went to the store out here, you could probably not even find any little hand weights because resellers were on platforms sharing information. Go get them now. Go get them all right now. Selling them on eBay, selling them on Amazon. And you would think if you have a dumbbell that how is somebody going to send one dumbbell for an eBay sale and make profit, right? This is where you want to get good at shipping because there's flat rate. And a flat rate box, you can change the shape as long as it's in that flat rate box. So you can turn it into a shoe box. You could turn it into whatever. You can get a small flat rate box, stick a couple dumbbells in there. And I think as long as it's under 70 pounds, it's a flat rate. So that's what I saw people doing. Yoga mats. I just found a yoga mat and I've been looking for months. I've been seeing people doing weightlifting benches and flipping them locally. So if you have a warehouse space, a garage space, and you can rent a U-Haul and maybe get somebody to help you, you can go and get a workout bench for less than $100 and sell it for $350 in like one day, you know? So that's what a lot of people are doing. And that's what you can tell your family members and your kids if they're looking for ways to make money. They can literally take $10 and go to Goodwill and find something and flip it on eBay, Amazon, their own website, Facebook for $100. Give your $10 back and they're on the way, you know? Vitamins, health and beauty, teas and herbs have always been really good for me too, because like I said, they're not going to the store mainly, and if they do go, then it's not there. This melatonin I got on Target's website, and it's not in stock in any store, but it flew on Amazon. Flew. Same thing for pet products too. Pet beds, treats, toys. I've been doing great with. So those are just some examples of items that you could focus on. This is a free tip. This is what I spent $100 for, you guys, just to figure out how to sell Lego on Amazon. So the main thing that makes people quit when they first start selling on Amazon is I'm ungated. That's when they restrict you from an item. I'm ungated in everything. I can't sell anything. Okay. There's little tricks and tips that if you follow different people, if you pay for the information, then you can figure it out. So say you go to Target, they have the whole Lego aisle is clearance. And you're looking like, how can I sell this? But Amazon says, no, all you have to do is go to Lego's website, buy 10 units, at least 10 units of anything, something cheap, a keychain, right? You submit the receipt that you get from the Lego website. You write on the receipt what the SKU number is, which for Amazon is their ASIN, Amazon Seller Identification Number, or it would be the UPC for eBay or any place else. You're going to write it on there, but this is specifically for Amazon. You're going to write the ASIN on the receipt. You submit the receipt into Amazon. So when you go to try to sell the item, it's going to say restricted. Do you want to apply? You submit the receipt. And if this is a Lego item that has another brand to it, say Star Wars, for example, you can also submit that receipt for Star Wars things that you're gated in. And they will come back and say, hey, now you can sell. And it's opened the door to all of the different Lego products that you can sell for the holiday season, which is one of the main sellers for kids and adults right now. I see, you know, somebody I really look up to, and he spends most of his days putting Lego sets together, you know. So how to run marketing ads and campaigns. Well, not really how, but if you want to ask me more questions about that at the end, I can let you know. But like I said, don't forget about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. You want to be marketing for these holidays because they're really bigger than Christmas. People are not going to spend Christmas Day shopping. They might do after Christmas sales, but they're going to shop beforehand on Black Friday and Cyber Monday to try to get all the deals they can for Christmas. So you really want to focus on running ads that are around that time and around those holidays. So social media is going to be the biggest way to advertise. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Shoot, even Craigslist, you know, you want to be running advertisements that are focusing directly on the demographic that you're trying to capture. So when you go on Facebook, you see they're advertising t-shirts that have your name on it. How did they get that information? Facebook. That's Facebook's main thing. They're selling us your information. So when you're talking and you say, oh my gosh, how did it know I was looking for those boots? Because we could see what you're searching and they could probably hear what you're saying, you know? So take advantage of those tools that are out there and, you know, realize it's made for us to capitalize and build our businesses. So like I said, you want to learn about pay-per-click, targeting specific demographics, and grabbing people's attention with advertisements that almost look like a regular post from their friend, or a video that would just be popping up that would be funny to them or interesting. Something that doesn't look so salesy, you know? That's what people trust a little bit more and will actually click on. And people are getting a lot more open to Facebook ads and buying stuff from Facebook now. So it's getting a little bit easier, and it's much more affordable than you would think. Like I said, I run 2-cent campaigns on Amazon. And when I had my Shopify store, I think I would pay $10 to reach like 4,000 people. And from there, you want to work on your conversion and turning those customers into buyers. So one trick for ads is to pay attention to the ads that you're running and how much cash they've generated. And you want to take away money from the ads that are slow and pour that money into the ads that are working. With the profit from those ads, you take a certain percentage and you can test new ads on products that you're going wide and not deep on. Unless you're drop shipping, then you don't have to worry about that because the product never touches your hands. Ways to stand out above the competition. You want to offer free shipping. So know your numbers, know your profits, and make sure you're not losing money, but add the extra shipping cost into the price. So customers, when they see it, they see a comparison of $20 or $24.99 with free shipping. So $20 with $5 shipping, or $20 with $4.99 shipping. Or I'm sorry, $24 with free shipping, or $20 with $5 shipping. Which would you pick? The one that has $20 with $5 shipping, or the one that's $24.99 free shipping? When people see free, they're picking that one. So you always want to do free shipping. You can also, on your own website, say you're like kids that are going back to school, free calculators. Everyone on my website gets a free calculator. All you have to pay is shipping and handling. So I'm probably paying $1 for the calculator and not even $1 for the shipping, but I'm charging you $3 for shipping and handling. So I'm making about $1 or 50 cents on you, and you think it's a free item, you know? So that's another great way to just generate a little filler income. You also want to make sure that you're handling your customer support fast, efficiently, and remember, still, even though you're online and they can't see you and you have the choice not to write back or deal with them, the customer is still always right. And their reviews mean everything. So you want to make it a memorable experience. You want to give them a great experience. I even was testing out putting alcohol wipes or sanitizer wipes in each order. I see a lot of people throwing wads of cash inside of people's orders, business cards that have a future coupon that may lead to the website, or a free gift that maybe they pay shipping and handling for, like I was saying about the free product. And you want to have a return policy that's easy for them, that you state on your website to build trust, and you actually honor that. If somebody has a return, then you want to make them feel good. You don't want to make them feel like they got suckered in and now there's no way to get out. They want to call their credit card and just dispute it. Just take care of them, because you can send them an email later on and bring them back. But if you burn them, it costs more money to create a new customer than to maintain a customer you already have. As far as your returns, if you went really deep, or if you already had a product that maybe had a malfunction, or it just wasn't good, had bad reviews or something, you can use logistics companies to liquidate your products for you, and even get a little money back. And then you want to keep customers in the loop. Send them text messages, make them sign up when they come to your website. give them 20% off their first order when they give you their email, because the emails are worth the money. And send them flash deals. Text them, because most people don't check their emails like all the time. Well, I mean, now you have your cell phone, but text is just right there. And then when you are working, or you have another main source of income and you're just building your online business, it is tough. It's a full-time thing, but you can automate different services that free up your time. For me, I use Inventory Lab to handle my accounting and see my profits and make my spreadsheets for me. So if I needed to go purchase real estate, I already have my P&L from this software that I use. As far as finding products, you can hire a virtual assistant in the Philippines, India, the Middle East, and they speak tremendous English. They're awesome at writing and are quick learners, and they don't have Amazon. They don't have different opportunities that we have in the United States and North America and certain countries. So they found their way to make their little piece of the pie, and they've gotten really good at finding products for you, listing products for you, handling your customer support, making your websites, making updates, fulfilling your shipments. You can teach them to do anything. These are, your employees that you could find on Upwork, Fiverr, onlinejobs.ph is probably the best one. And if you find a couple rock stars, say, hey, I want to put you on my payroll, you come work for me. I see people do that all the time. And you could build a team of virtual assistants and then sell those services. That's a whole nother form of arbitrage that you could do from scratch. Another thing that I do to save a lot of time is purchasing lead lists that will cap out how many people are in the group, but share products to go out and buy for your online store with the limited amount of people that are within that group, so that you don't have oversaturation, price drops, and race to the bottom type thing. But find a good list that only lets 20 people in or something like that, and purchase leads from them. And then you can also create a shipping account with UPS. I've been testing this a little bit. The more shipments that you create through your website, the more discounts you get, and the cheaper your pickups are, the cheaper everything is. So get UPS and FedEx and USPS picking up from your fulfillment center, your home, your garage, wherever you're shipping from. Stop filling up your car and breaking your back. It's time to let everybody else do the little stuff, and you focus on growing the business. Don't work in your business, work for your business, I think is what they say, or work on your business. All right, perfect timing, 40. So 20 minutes for questions. I'm gonna bring up the chat here. So close this out. Let me come back and just recap what we talked about. Just figuring out how to get to. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go.
I could help you with questions, Becky.
Okay.
So let me go back to Christina. So she is asking, what are the best platforms for service-based businesses that don't have physical products like gyms, etc.?
Let's see. The best platforms, I'm going to say right now, the hottest one is Gumroad.com. Gumroad.com is paying commissions that are just out of this world, and the main products are intellectual products where you wrote an ebook, or you have a video, or you have a service. Gumroad.com and just blow it up through Instagram.
Okay. And do you have to create like a membership for that, or how does that work?
Yeah, you create, you can have a buyer profile and a seller profile, and you can even do affiliate marketing through there as well. So say you have a service and you want people to come to your, Gumroad, and you want them to bring more people with them. And they're paying you $99 a month for your service, right? You can share that with them and give them an affiliate link to give other people, and they would also make money by bringing people to you.
Interesting. I was not aware of that. Thank you for sharing that.
Mhm.
We have another question here. So what are your thoughts on Groupon, and can you share your website as well?
Definitely. So my main website is going to be on Amazon.com right now. So what you would do is just search in the bar for NTL Retailers. That's going to be my store. And you can see my products that I sell and how everything is set up there. Like I said, Amazon is just the bread and butter right now. So I've kind of taken a step back on Shopify. I might revisit it, but for as much as you pay for ads to run and get people to your own website, it's basically the same amount that Amazon charges you in fees. And you saw the difference in the market share. Amazon is just taking everything. So I'm just on Amazon and eBay and Facebook for the most part right now. But I also, at the end, after this, have a QR code to my Instagram and also a leads list that you guys can purchase products from. And you can always stay in touch with me there. Let's see. I got the questions up now, Elizabeth. I don't want to keep working you.
Oh no, it's fine.
So I see, what are my thoughts on Groupon? Groupon takes a long time to ship, and you can find great products to sell. You could sell your products there too, and your services. I think it's a great resource. I think it's cooled off a little bit, but it's still out there. I think it's cooled off a little bit. That's my opinion. Is Etsy worth it for products made by hand? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Etsy's even breaking out into products that are not even handmade anymore. So yeah, Etsy's a big one. I used to go to the post office and I would see a woman there and she would have so many packages, and she said all she was doing was cutting fabric and selling it on Etsy and making six figures. Oh, thank you for the compliment on the great presentation. I was a little nervous for you guys. Like I said, you can stay connected to me through Instagram. I'm going to have a QR code that you just pull up your camera and it'll pop up at the top that you can click on there. And yes, Gumroad.com is going to be everything. I'll even be on there soon selling, reseller information, all different types of skills. How do I determine my prices? So what I do is I take an item, I scan it on my cell phone on the Amazon seller app. It's going to pop up and tell me the seller rank, which tells me what number it is in that category. So if it's number one, it's the number one seller in that category, right? So I'm looking at the rank. I'm looking at the price that it's already retailing at, the shipping and the fees. So Amazon already has a calculator in their seller app that you just put in the price. So say Amazon's selling this for $24, both of them, for $24 packed together. I can buy each one for $5. So I know I'd make $10, but you got to think about shipping and fees and packaging materials and all your overhead. So after I put in how much I'm paying for the product, I'm seeing exactly what my net is going to be. after Amazon takes their fees. I assume it's going to be 50 cents for shipping if I send a bulk amount into Amazon for them to fulfill. If I'm fulfilling, I'm going to assume that this is going to be about $10 for shipping because of the weight. Whoops, sorry. If something is under a pound, it's only going to be like $3 to $5 to ship. If something is over a pound and smaller, you probably stay under 15 bucks, but from there, you probably want to go into the shipping websites and try to play with pricing and just pick the furthest city from you. So for me, I would pick like New York and see what the worst case scenario for shipping would be. So then I look at the product, I'm seeing what the fees and shipping are. As long as I can make $5 on that product or at least 20% return on investment, I'm going to take it. All right, let's see here. Yep, MTL Retailers, Mary, Tyler, Larry. All right. Does Amazon and the other platforms you recommend have training modules? Yes, they do. But I would find someone that is on YouTube and follow their channel. You know, I would suggest, if you want to write them down, Bo Crable, Watch Me Amazon, Larry Lombrowski, Reezy Resales, and from there you're going to start to see a lot of other videos pop up. But Watch Me Amazon is probably the biggest player in the game right now to start off watching, and follow on Instagram. So I would say find people that are already doing it and follow them and try to, you know, get advice from them and different things. Because if you just are reading on Amazon, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. Thank you guys for the compliments. Really appreciate that. Photographers have been impacted by COVID and not being able to go to many events and have to pivot to small projects. What would you suggest for a photographer to better sell their photos online? So I would probably use Etsy. I would use Facebook. I would use a lot of social media to be pushing out the pictures that you've already taken, and even running a cheap Facebook advertisement saying that you do house calls, and run some fun marketing thing, Halloween photo shoot, half off COVID special, you know, run it on Facebook and say that you'll do house calls, or they can come to your studio or whatever. But as far as like the events, maybe stand inside of a bubble, you know. But I would definitely would run a Facebook ad and try to get house calls and show your work, and maybe make a cool video with a good song on it and get people engaged. Do like an ASPCS thing and pull on people's heartstrings, you know. Let's see. How much would you send to fulfillment centers, and are you able to pick certain locations, or does Amazon take care of that for you? So, like I said, you want to go wide, not too deep if it's a new product. I love to send in at least 100 to 200 units of mixed items. And Amazon is going to tell you where to send those based on their supply at each fulfillment center. So if they need more at one, you know, they'll probably have you break it up and send it to a few different places. So they take care of that part for you. And I like to get as many products as I can together, because then you save on shipping. Oh, real estate projects for photos. That's a really good idea.
I think there was a question up top from Eric. Photographers have been impacted by COVID and not being able to go to many events. and have to pivot to small projects. What would you suggest to a photographer to better sell their photos online? So
Right.
I think Rudy suggested, shifting to real estate, staging photos, or any of these new areas where they can use their services for something that's actually kind of booming right now, real estate. So
Definitely. Definitely. That's good advice. How do you create PPC? So the best way is going to be to go to Facebook and let me see here if I can find. So you're going to go to Facebook and there's going to be, I believe it may have to be under your business page. So you're going to make a business page on Facebook and there's going to be certain advertisement settings that pop up and that's where you're going to pick, I want to target single mothers that just graduated college and live in the Midwest. You can break it down however you want, that have 3 children. Like you can really, really break it down. So Facebook is going to be the best place. Make your business page and then go to the settings and play with those ad settings. Spend a few bucks, see what works. Okay, that worked. I'm going for $50. I'll spend $5 on the new ad. As far as on Amazon, what you're going to do is go to the top to campaigns, and you would just create a campaign and start off with putting in 2 cents and see what that does for you. And run a 2-cent campaign every single day of the year, and you'll see the benefit. And you'll see how on Prime Day you want to maybe do $5, $10, but it doesn't have to be too crazy. I'm in Gilbert. I'm not I'm a business relationship manager with Wells Fargo. Nice to meet you. Follow me on Instagram. Where would you go to purchase lead lists, and are you just for products and also services? So this is going to be for just products that you can go to my Instagram, and there's going to be a link in the bio, and there's going to be products to sell locally, eBay, Amazon, everywhere. As far as services, not too much. I'm sorry, I wasn't really prepared for services too much, but there's definitely a space online for you. And like I said, gumroad.com is major right now. So I'm going to go back to my recap here. Share my screen. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm usually on Zoom calls, but it's my first time speaking on a Zoom call and not in person.
no worries, Becky. This has been really great information, by the way. And any of the tips that you kind of recommended, feel free to share with me, and I'll include in our post-event email and send out to everyone as well.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see, I just want to get back to my screen here so I can give you guys the QR code to my Instagram.
Just go ahead and share your screen on the bottom.
Oh, hiding down there. Boom. All right, so what we went over is different platforms and the significance of being an online seller right now in this space, how you get prepared for the holiday season, the products to focus on, and how to get ungated in Lego. That's going to be a really big thing, especially if you're new. How to market those products, stand out from the competition, and do it all while you're working your job. So here is the QR code to my Instagram. Put that down there. So what you're going to do is pull up your camera on your phone. You're going to hover over the image while your camera's on. My Instagram is going to pop up at the top. So perfect there. You don't even have to take the picture. Open an Instagram, and that's me. At the bottom, you're actually going to see a Gumroad link, and that is what's going to take you to our West Coast Leads group. And it's awesome. It has stuff for eBay, local, Amazon. They even, talk sports, and some of the members in there, share bets and everything. Like it's endless how much money you can make online. So the link is in the bio at the bottom to be able to get those leads for products, especially, right now. All right.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Becky. Again, this has been really, really helpful, especially for those, new businesses who are starting to pivot, small business owners who are growing their business during this time, or those who are looking to start building their business from the ground up. So thank you once again for this great presentation.
Yeah, everybody feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to serve you and help you. And I just want to see as many people be free from monotony as possible.
Of course. And we'll share all the information that Becky shared, the recording and the presentation again with everyone who attended later on this afternoon. We'll share that in our post-event email. Lots of compliments coming your way, Becky.
Oh, thank you. I wish I knew how to get back to
them. So with that, we'll go ahead and officially conclude our business boot camp for today. Thank you again to our friends at Comerica Bank for helping us put on these great webinars for everyone on a monthly basis. So with that, if you'd like to stick around and participate in our new member orientation and learn more about the chamber, feel free to stick around. Our business development team will go ahead and present that in just about two more minutes or so. So stick around if you're wanting to learn more. But on behalf of the chamber, thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Hey team, so it looks like we have Victor still around and Hilda. Are you both still there still?